Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Football Premi podcast. Today we have Jitin, Shyam, and Bala. So today we are talking about the new teams in our 2020-21 league: West Brom, Fulham, and Leeds. So the floor is all yours, Jitin.
ഓക്കെ സോ സബീഷ് പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഈ സീസൺ പ്രീമിയർ ലീഗിൽ പുതിയതായിട്ട് വരുന്ന 3 ടീമുകളെ കുറിച്ചാണ് ഈ എപ്പിസോഡിൽ നമ്മൾ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്.
So West Brom, the thing is they had long periods where they were stably in the league before they went down in 2017-18. So, and they nearly bounced back in 2018-19, losing narrowly to Aston Villa on penalties in the playoffs. So that would have been heartbreak for them. And അവരുടെ ഇപ്പം തിരിച്ചു വരവ് coincides with the hiring of Slaven Bilic. So Slaven Bilic is not an unknown name for us. I've seen him in West Ham, and he had that one great season in West Ham, which I think was largely on the back of Dimitri Payet. So Payet പോയതോടെ പുള്ളിന്റെ West Ham season tanked and he was sacked. He had a short stint in Al Ittihad that also didn't work out all that well. But I think he's found his foot in the championship. And really, they didn't expect to return this quickly. They're ahead of schedule, actually speaking. And if in 2019-20 season, championship in the promoter season, they started really hot. The first half of the season, 50 points. Second half, only 33, right? So there was a major dip in form in between. It is the reason. Usually, there are two reasons. One is a serious injury to a key player. We'll touch on that. And the other is, of course, the corona break and the compressed schedule that came afterwards. So Slaven Bilic, I think he takes this as a welcome bonus and they play, but they have challenges, right? So we'll look at that when we look at the acquisitions and the team that they currently have. Next slide.
Generally, it's the rule in championship, right? All the teams start very well because of the Saturday and Tuesday games. Very difficult to keep up throughout the season with the same pace. They always dip in form. Like Leeds, dip in form is quite
I don't
common.
think championship teams as such squad depthil അങ്ങനെ ഇൻവെസ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു സിസ്റ്റം നമ്മൾ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല. So
most championship sides in the go-to strategy is to find a good loan acquisition which will save their season and convert that loan into a purchase. So I think the big thing that they did last year, they had 3 major loans. 2 of them are back actually. So West Ham and Grady Diangana, Sporting the Matheus Pereira, and they had from Benfica Filip Krovinovic midfielder. They are now in talks to bring him back. So this was the core which really helped them last year. And when Grady Diangana went down with injury was when our bad run of form started, because it made Matheus Pereira their only target, and everyone used to just isolate him, rough him up, and that was how games were being won against West Brom. So that would most likely be the strategy this year also, because they have not added much. And transfer activity, I think they have added 1 centre back, but it is back from League One. Wigan centre back, but he gives them some solidity in the back because he's a big centre back, and they already have a decent CB in Semi Ajay. So I think the defensive solidity until some clean sheets, they might be in a good run. Schedule is I think they are starting a little rough until mid-October when the fixtures start to ease up a bit. So Slaven Bilic, first few fixtures we can navigate with some points coming out of it, nothing like it. And currently they're also in talks to get a backup in David Button for Sam Johnston. So that will be a bit of premiership experience coming into the side. But look at people that they have lost, right? They have lost in midfield more than anything else. Gareth Barry retired, Chris Brunt has left. And so they're now really central midfield, which has EPL experience, Jake Livermore, right? So name familiar to most of us. And the other area that they really need to improve, because forwards are in their current setup, nobody is trusted by Slaven Bilic all that much. At the same time, they have not really made a whole lot of inquiries in the market to get a good forward also. Because they have Charlie Austin, they have Yahoo Fantasy, the Taremayak, Hal Robson Kanu, but I don't expect them to really light up the Premier League anytime soon.
Charlie
so they do need a good forward.
Charlie Austin could. I think he at one point was trying, very good or was
fact,
very good in Premier League.
QPR
But I think he's physically on the decline right now.
maybe
Okay.
he lacked that extra yard of pace, but Charlie Austin കളിപ്പിക്കുമ്പോൾ you are assured goal scoring chances at least. Like he will make sure one way or the other you will get that. So I think
Quality finisher, but I don't think Bilic trusts him. So I think Bilic is not a Bilic player at the moment. So Bilic വേറെ ആളില്ലാതെ കളിപ്പിക്കുകയാണ് ഇപ്പം ഓസ്റ്റിനെയും ഹാൽ റോബ്സൺ കാനോനെയും. പക്ഷേ he would love to have another proven scorer up top to help him.
Okay.
But without acquisitions, I think 18th or 19th place finisher ullu West Brom this season because the competition is so tight, the schedule is so compressed. They simply may not have enough players to last. Fantasy point of view, definitely keep an eye on Matheus Pereira because boy has lit it up last year, and I think he's really a good talent to watch. And he's also on set pieces. Equilibrium fantasy, almost all midfielders are expensive. So Matheus Pereira is acting at 6.0, which might still prove to be a bargain if he continues to carry over his form.
Yeah,
So I think that's pretty much the only player I'm watching right now for West Brom.
Yeah.
so
Also, Diangana also is was very highly rated in West Ham.
Yeah.
For some reason, because yesterday I saw that Mark Noble was very animatedly angry in Twitter that they sold Diangana. So let's see. That's another one to
An
watch.
under 21 England player, right? So definitely value.
But left wing is overloaded for West Ham, right? They have the Musako and they have
Lanzini,
the current left back.
Otako, Lanzini, അവിടെ കളിക്കാൻ കുറേ പേരുണ്ട് വെസ്റ്റ് ഹാമിൽ.
Yeah, left ഒരുപാട് പേരുണ്ട്. They can easily sell anybody. And they need money also, right?
Yeah, I think they were trying to push out Anderson and then probably was thinking about bringing this guy in, but for some reason Moyes have sold him now. I don't know why. Maybe they need to raise funds.
So a finish.
Yeah, let's go to Leeds.
A finish below Fulham is what we are expecting from West Brom.
I don't think
18-19
I personally don't think so.
18-19 ആണ് ബാലയുടെ prediction, so that's that.
Yeah, I mean, true. The Fulham strength is the goal scorer in Mitrovic, but the problem is that's all their eggs in one basket at that point. If Mitrovic didn't fire, then Fulham is going to really struggle.
Okay, so
The reason I say 18-19 is because I'm hoping and praying that Villa goes down.
Okay,
For other reasons, right?
No loss.
Because of laundering.
അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് 18-19 പറഞ്ഞത്. I didn't say 19-20. But all these new sides, right, unless they invest heavily, they are going to be in a very difficult spot because it's the nature of the game.
Like Sheffield.
Also, it also depends on character a little bit because if you look at Sheffield United didn't have like well-known players or anything like that. They just fought hard. So it will depend on that.
And they stuck to their guns, right? They overlapping with defenders, their strategy or whatever position giveaways gave. They worked on that, right? So
yeah,
if you stick to your game, probably you can still make it.